This time I'm gonna do the commentary prior to you listening to the recording, which will be done by Sunette. It will be about the design of the need field, and if you listen to that particular design, you are able to see what this picture that I've chosen for this video actually entails. So the reason why I'm doing the commentary before you listening to this particular recording is because it needs some direction. It needs some direction because this recording is part of the Design Of series. This is a series about system manifestations, system designs, which may be obvious depending on your awareness within your life and your awareness about your surroundings, about people, their interactions, and yeah, pretty much all that makes up behavior. There are some recordings of the design series where you are confronted with designs of personality, and there are some recordings which are not as confronting as the Design Of series of personalities, but these are the recordings that are actually existent within every human being, and that's why they are quite fascinating to listen to, and more fascinating if you actually see what is being said. Within the Design Of series, next to the personality designs, which you may experience as somebody explaining their personality to you, there is a part of the series which is about the unconscious field, the unconsciousness, meaning that that is the part of humanity, that's the part of humans which nobody is actually aware of, and we are not aware of it because you are only seeing differences unless you are looking for similarities. And within that, if you want to look for similarities, you have to be quite observative, seeing what it is that actually is different about things within people, where their behavior comes from, etc. And to see that is to understand yourself as your own behavior. Well, the Design Of series, and in particular the recordings about the unified consciousness field and the unconscious, is something that I suggest that people so now and then listen to, because these are the system manifestations that will sneak into your life within your behavior without you actually noticing it. And before you noticing it, or at the moment that you're noticing it, you will actually see how much of your behavior has been influenced by a particular design and how you behaved according to that. And I can say from experience that you will not notice it until you are actually again confronted with it. And this is because all that we do and all that we have done, and for instance all my behavior, all my desires and wants and needs have been lived within this particular design, according to this design. And therefore when it sneaks up back into your life, because it is so familiar to you, it is something like you might experience as natural, you, but It actually is just a design. So therefore I wanted to give some information prior to you listening to this recording, because there is a level of participation needed to understand this particular recording. You actually have to see within your life where it is that you are participating within this specific design as described, or will be described by you, by Sunette. Don't feel or experience yourself uncomfortable when you are confronted with words that are not within your vocabulary or not within your current understanding of things. It will be explained in many examples and ways for you to grasp what is being said. So I hope you enjoy this recording as much as I have, and maybe this also shed a light on a lot of the Design Off series. If you like this series, I will place in my comment or in my description box a link where you can find more of these series, and these recordings will benefit you tremendously within you realizing you as who you are here. Thank you.
This is the design of the need field, and I exist of the unified consciousness field. The unified consciousness field being the manifestation of the collective humanity through the unconscious mind, of which humanity is connected and interconnected as mind consciousness systems. So, what is the purpose and reason for my existence as the need field of the unified consciousness field? To generate displeasure, dissatisfaction, irritation, inner conflict, etc. within and as human beings. Have a look. There exists that nagging something within human beings that they are just not satisfied with merely being the simplicity of the birth of life as self. No. There is always something wrong. There is always something not right. And there is always something human beings are just not satisfied with. Therefore, human beings, go on their paths to greatness. Go on their journeys to self-discovery. Go on their ascension to enlightenment. Or, I am so limited. I am so helpless. I am so worthless. I have a God. I am not anymore. See, that would be where I come in. I, as the need field of, excuse me, that exists within and as the unified consciousness field. So that human beings might always exist in separation. So, I, as the need field, create that friction of separation within and as human beings. That there's always something you want. There's always something you desire. There's always something you need. That's where I come in. Hello. I am inside you. And those experiences, of always wanting something, needing something, desiring something, comes from the origin point, which is dissatisfaction, irritation, and that nagging feeling that there's something just not right, and there's something wrong. And because of that experience, you need to go somewhere out there to fulfill yourself and complete yourself. And apparently be satisfied with yourself. And be okay and be 100%. Only then will human beings be satisfied with themselves, instead of being the simplicity of the breath of life as you? Human beings, the answer has always been here. The answer is simply the breath of life. That's it. It is so simple. So, human beings, when you get that nagging feeling inside yourself, yes, here are the animals. They agree. If there's a nagging feeling inside yourself, and there's like this something that you feel that that there's just something wrong, there's something not right, and you have to go and do something out there separate from yourself to complete yourself, to fulfill yourself, to now only be satisfied with yourself. Know that that is separation. If you attempt or try to satisfy yourself with anything separate from yourself, you are enslaved to that very something. Human beings, realize the origin, the source of what you're experiencing, that it is not real. It's not real because it's of the mind. The mind is as real as you make it to be. As long as you define yourself as the mind, it will be real. As long as you stop the mind won't exist, will it? No, you will. So, this is why I, the need field, exist of the unified consciousness field, to keep human beings in constant, continuous separation, to think and perceive that you need something separate outside of yourself to complete yourself with, to fulfill yourself with. And that's where need originate from, desire originate from, want originate from. And then it opens up and connects there to everything else in this world. Relationship, money, sex, cars, clothes, houses. And then you've got, of course, lots of different manifestations of those very things to which you can go and compare yourself to. And then from there, you've got something, but then that one's got a better one. Now you want, desire, and need that. And that's why human beings are in constant separation, because they chase their wants, needs, and desires, instead of just remaining here as the breath. Thank you very much. This is the need field that exists of the unified consciousness field.